Hello. Today I will be talking about some important assessment terms that we as teachers need to know. My name is Bailey Forney. I graduated from the University of Southern Mississippi in 2021 with a bachelor's in elementary education. I am a first-year teacher and I am thrilled to be working alongside you all this year. Our first important term is the term assessment. The definition of assessment is the evaluation or estimation of the nature, quality, or ability of someone or something. Some examples of assessments include diagnostic tests, formative assessments, and summative assessments. Assessments help students because it tracks their progress and that can be monitored, which helps them gain an overall better learning experience. Criterion reference tests are a style of test which uses test scores to generate a statement about the behavior that can be expected of a person with that score. Some examples of these tests include AP exams and the National Assessment of Educational Progress. The results from this test can help to see if a student is advancing or if a student with a learning disability needs to be helped in some way. Our next term is informal assessments. Informal assessments are what teachers use every day to evaluate their students. This can be used through numerous forms, including exit slips, Kahoot games, and the Think, Pair, Share method. These assessments track ongoing progress, so adjustments and instruction can be made along the way. Norm reference assessments are a type of test which yields an estimate of the position of the tested individual in a predefined population with respect to the trait being measured. So examples of these assessments include IQ tests or tests that can be graded on a curve. These assessments can decrease bias or favoritism in educational decisions for students. Reading Miscue Inventory deals with the reading process in a scientific and process-oriented fashion. Here we have an example of a reading miscue inventory where a student was reading as the teacher marked words that they missed. This can help students who struggle with any aspect of reading. Reliability is the degree to which the result of a measurement, calculation, or specification can be depended on to be accurate. An example of reliability is if we were trying to measure the number of push-ups students can do each week, and the person continually provides the same amount of push-ups each day. That is a reliable measurement. Students need reliable tests so that their results can be stable and consistent. Validity is measuring what is supposed to be measured. If one is trying to measure intelligence, then completing a test of physical strength would be invalid because those two things do not coincide or go together. Having valid assessments is vital so students are being tested on the content and skills in which they are taught. Informal reading inventory. The definition is individually administered survey designed to help you determine a student's reading instructional needs. A reading inventory could ask students what kind of books they like to read or if they like to read at all. This informal test will help students discover their reading level or diagnose specific reading problems in struggling students. Portfolios are a combination of academic work and other forms of educational evidence assembled. Here we have an example of an electronic portfolio that showcases multiple things from a student. Students can self-assess by identifying strengths and weaknesses in themselves while reflecting and looking upon their portfolios. Rubrics are a scoring guide used to evaluate the quality of a student's constructed responses. Examples of possible rubric components could be neatness, timeliness, accuracy, or creativity. A rubric can help students understand the components that will make up their grade.